Good morning, Coolest Coast. It's time for Coffee with Kristin and Tina. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Coffee with Kristin and Tina. We're your hosts. This is Kristin Odell. I'm Tina Prigge. So happy to see you.
Good morning. I've got sun blazing in here.
Does it feel good?
I mean, it does feel nice. I also feel like it's accenting every wrinkle on my face.
Don't think about it that way.
Too late. um, Tina, you look very festive today.
Well, thank you. So, this is our last episode before Christmas. So, Merry Christmas! And our last episode of the year. We will be back in 2026.
That sounds crazy and exciting.
It sounds far away. Like when I say 2026, it seems like I think about the Jetsons when they would project to it seems like, the far future.
I know. Does that make you want to have a Rosie cleaning your house?
I've always wanted to have a Rosie cleaning my house. As it
For
stands, I've got a Roomba and cleaning the house is a very generous statement to use with it.
the Roomba is not the Rosie.
It's not the Rosie.
Um, Tina, your hat is giving me Mean Girls vibes where they're performing in the talent show and they sing Jingle Bell Rock.
I've never seen it. I don't know the reference.
Oh my gosh. You must watch it. Watch the original, not the newer one.
Okay, everybody take in the Christmas vibes right now because this hat actually is warm, so I'm going to slip it off.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Love it.
There. So I love, Kristin, that we coordinated without coordinating. Here we are. You're in green. I'm in red. It's so Christmas.
You guys, I swear we like I saw you in person yesterday, but we did not talk about this. I feel like I should go like this. That's not better.
It never even crosses my mind to have that conversation, but
I
somehow
know.
it's like serendipitously. Is that the word? Serendipitously works its way out.
It does.
Works
Okay.
itself out. What am I talking
You
about, Kristin?
pause my screen. I'm going to try to do something about this blind. I'm so sorry.
Okay, hold on.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. All right, we're going to put up the little stay tuned icon. Great time to refill your coffee, grab a breakfast snack. Oh, how am I going to know when she's ready if I take her out of the feed though? Well, this is interesting. Okay, let's see. I think Kristin is back. She's
I
back. Oh, that makes a big difference, Kristin.
Thank you. Thank you for showing me grace to be able to close the blinds.
Well, this would be a very fun conversation if you were in misery.
I know. Nobody would want to look at me like that.
Yeah. Hey, so you're right. I did get to see you in person yesterday, and it was for the most touching reason. So let's start with what you guys were doing, right? You were on a cookie baking spree.
Yes, this week's Monday with Mom was all about baking treats. So we've bought the kids' school bakes cookies as a fundraiser, and you can get them undecorated or decorated. And so we've done that for other years and just said like it would really be fun. It's been a few years since we baked cookies ourselves, and they're so good, like so good. So Monday morning, we rolled and baked everything. And then Monday night, we decorated. And it just was really great.
And look at how many you have. And so these look like a gingerbread base.
Yep. So there were gingerbreads, and then we did some like cutouts.
And some that are like sugar cookies.
Want to see, yeah. So we have all different shapes, bells and stars and wreaths and snowman and mittens, and it's really fun.
Look at how beautiful some of the frosting work is.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of joke that like the first hour you're like super creative and all into it, and then the second hour you kind of get like mediocre, like some of those little gingerbreads with just the dots on them. Like you start losing your ambition, and by the third hour, you're just like, how many more do we have left?
Okay, you're talking about hours, Kristin. How many hours do you think it took for your whole cookie baking?
Well, we baked in the morning. I'm very blessed. I have double ovens. So my mom and I were both rolling at the same time, and then I manned the oven. So we got through baking in 2.5 hours. And this, just for context, I don't know why we made this many, but we had like 300 cookies.
So you can
So,
share them.
Yes, we are going to share them. So we baked in the morning and then took a break for lunch. And then she had a Christmas program to go to for my nephew. And so then she came back out to our house at like 4:30. And then we probably decorated until, I don't know, 7:30 or 8 o'clock.
Wow. I mean, that's not a quick process.
No, I don't know that it was the smartest thing to do either, but we
I mean,
did
it
it.
makes me realize when you receive like a frosted sugar cookie during the holidays, that's something to really appreciate because it was a long walk to get there.
Yeah, even if you make like 3 dozen or 4 dozen, right? Even if you just do that, it's still like labor intensive and takes time and energy and thoughtfulness, right?
Yeah.
So,
Viewers, tell us, did you make any Christmas candies, any Christmas cookies? What was your process like? What's your favorite thing to make?
yeah. So, years ago, I think we kind of used to trade. My mom and her sisters would like each make something and we would trade. So we did
That's a
that. And
cool
then
idea.
it was really, I mean, it's like a cookie exchange.
Yeah.
And it was really fun. And then just like, I don't feel like we eat as many sweets as we used to. Um,
Wait, says the person who listed off all the sweets that you have at your house.
I know, I know, it's a problem. Um,
Is it you personally don't eat the sweets or even the girls?
I mean, I will say I personally don't eat the sweets. I think everybody else does.
Okay.
Everybody else does. But anyway, it's just still fun and festive. And yes, we will share treats with places we work with and places we do business with and friends and family. And,
Yeah,
it's fun.
and
So,
I love that idea of a cookie exchange,
mhm,
bringing that kind of resurrecting that older tradition.
yes. Yeah. I mean, I think you'd make a dozen or two for each person. And then each person would only make one kind of cookie. So then, you're making all of the same thing, but then you'd get all the whole variety in exchange. So,
Yeah, so we typically make peanut butter balls instead of cookies. Like that's sort of our thing. And it's funny because the recipe has 4 ingredients, right? It just seems like so easy. Like, oh, I can quickly whip this up. And it takes so much time, right? There's the chilling and then the dipping and the melting and the
yes. And dipping especially takes a long time. So last Saturday, my mom made 3 batches of angel food,
oh,
which turned out great. It was a clear day.
nice, nice.
And
Did she
and
plan
then,
it because of that? Like, was she like, today's the day because of the weather?
yeah, she was because we had a lot of snow last week. So cloudy, snowy days like that, or the air is heavy is not good. It needs to be kind of a crisp, clear day. So like Saturday, it was super cold and very crisp. And the sun was shining. So yeah. So she did it on Saturday, and then Grace went over there on Saturday night and dipped everything for her.
Wow.
And I think she dipped for like 3 hours or something on Saturday night. So
Yeah, that's amazing.
it's a true labor of love, right?
Right, right. When somebody shares Christmas candies or cookies, it's like a real gift when you think
Yeah.
about it.
The
Okay,
OG.
so just looking at all of these cookies that you have, what are the different cookie cutters that you had to use? Looks like a little gingerbread man.
We had so all the gingerbreads were just gingerbread boys and girls. And then for cutouts, we did wreaths. We had 2 different kinds of stars, bells, snowmen, mittens, trees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
wait a minute. I don't
And
know.
so what is this then?
So on Monday morning, as we were cutting everything out, I had a brainchild moment to say, maybe I should make a custom cookie just for Jason and Tina. Good
Good
morning,
morning,
Lori.
Lori.
And so we saved a little bit of the gingerbread dough because my mom had a bigger cookie cutter that was going to work better for, let's just say, customizing. So Doug snapped this picture. This is me forming out Jason and Tina's special cookies.
Here they
There they
are.
are. That's pre-bake. Post-bake. Ta-da!
Oh, Kristin, I am so, so touched by this. I've never had a custom cookie created for me before. And oh my gosh, I love this. Like, look, here I am in red with my black arm. here I am in red with my black arm.
I love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
So I cannot take credit for the decorating of those. My oldest daughter, Grace, is very good with a piping bag. And so I tasked her. I said, how about you do these for me? And so she did such a cute job.
She did. Like, I love the ruffles on the dress. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And I love how you sized, the injured legs a little differently, right?
It's because it's everything that we love about you. It's
Aw.
everything that makes you strong. It's everything that makes you like triumphant, right? So
And honestly, you sent me this picture first, right? And I started crying because I was so touched. And then you're like, we're going to bring them over. I was like, I get to eat it too. So then Jason and I, we had this discussion like, do we eat our own? Is it cannibalism? Do we eat the other person's? And then I was like, oh, I should eat it on air because of the black. Like, it would make my teeth black. But we tried it. I broke off a piece and there was no indication that I'd eaten black.
yeah,
So like, oh, okay. But they were delicious, Kristin. It was really the best Christmas cookie I've ever eaten.
I love that. Thank you. There's like heart and goodness in there, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was super fun. We had a great visit. Nora was so glad. I love that she came along to visit last night. And
Yeah,
yeah,
she's
it's
so sweet. I love little Nora.
yeah. So I'm glad you enjoyed your treats. And so the Priggies got a little bit of gingerbread and a little bit of the white cutouts. And your
Yeah.
bellies are all a little bit jollier today.
It was hard to know what part to start with. So just, I did break the leg off first and start with
Did
that.
you?
Yeah.
How about Jason?
I think he ate the cane first.
Did he? That would have been my guess, or that would have been my, like when we were handling them, I just like the cane was the thing. I'm like, please don't break off. Please don't break off. So
I honestly thought we'd have them around a little bit longer to like enjoy and appreciate. And I like went to the bathroom and I came back and the cane was already eaten. I'm like, oh, we're doing this. We're doing this like right now.
it is time. I mean, they were fresh, right? So like to me, that's a good thing. And like, why not? You have a picture, you'll be able to appreciate the picture. So
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna just show it one more time because it's so special. I just
yeah,
love that so much.
thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed them. It was
You
fun
know,
for us.
it was so sweet to see Nora too. And she's like, I loved when we went kayaking. And I'm like, I love that that moment meant so much to her.
Yes. Well, I mean, I think life in general is about creating moments, right? And creating like we like to say core memory moments, right? Those things that just really stick with you. And I think being able to get in the kayak, so we did that at the Maritime. I think that was a COVID thing. I should look it up. But
I think you might be right.
right, I want to say 2020 maybe. Um,
Yeah, 'cause we
and
did kayaks and yeah,
just
okay. Anyway, go on.
just be able to, go down to the Maritime, that like the yacht club or not the yacht club.
Oh, the marina.
Thank you, Marina. Why? I don't know why that was hard. And yeah, rent the kayaks and get in and just like it clearly like made an impact on her and it was something that it stuck with her and you
And I
know,
love how she knows her sister was pedaling and she was just along for the ride.
well, she was pretty little then, if you think about it. She's probably 6 or 7, 6, 7. Sorry,
Well
I
played,
had
Kristin.
to.
Well
I
played.
know. Sorry. Is anybody getting 6, 7 gifts for the holidays?
And yesterday you used the word sus. You are keeping us hip and cool, Kristin.
I did use the word sus yesterday properly. That one
Yeah.
I can get away with. There are some that I'm just like, this makes no sense.
Ooh,
This
like what?
I'm trying to think of something that's appropriate because there's so many that are appropriate. Um, the girls say like that was low key cool, and I'm like low key, like that means chill to me. But why do we need to say that was like chill and cool? It's
You
like
know, when I hear it, it reminds me of back in the 80s, we'd say totally. Everything was totally. That was
yeah,
like totally cool. That was like so totally fun, right? Like instead of totally now it's low key.
But like totally means like all encompassing fun, like epic, right? What the hell does low key cool mean?
Okay, viewers, this is where we need you. It is your time to shine.
Totally
Chime
showing
in.
my age, by the way. I get it.
Yeah.
And then I want to
We
know,
low key need your input.
is there a high key?
Ooh,
So
high
if low
key
key is like
sounds.
chill, is high key like, hmm, you know, this is elevated or there's a lot of energy here. So it's high key.
Yeah, like stressful, a panic situation. I haven't heard anyone, but there's not that many littles in my life right now.
So I found the kayak pictures.
Oh my
It
gosh.
was August of 22 we did that.
Oh, so was that beyond the pandemic at that point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, if you consider 2022 post pandemic.
I I mean, it's funny because I don't know anymore. When did it end? When did
I mean, I did hear yesterday that like it's still a real thing for like nursing homes and hospitals and stuff. So like protocol and restricting contact is still kind of a real thing for them. But I mean, I think for most of us, it's definitely been a few years.
yeah, like when did the world kind of reopen where you didn't need a negative test to travel and things like that?
I can't even tell you the moment in time, but I just would like to say that I'm thankful we are where we are.
Oh, me too. Me too. I'm glad that it's a memory and that it's not even crystal clear anymore, right?
Yes. Yes. So long story short, friends, the kayaking we're going to be this is going to be on the list of things that we're going to do with Tina again
I was thinking about that today when I
someday.
was getting ready for the show. I wonder what that would look like to get into the kayak. So I got to figure that out.
Yeah. I mean, it's certainly not like transferring from your, wheelchair to a car or something like that. Because now I would also say like the kayak launches like on the Manitowoc River, like Manitou Park. The kayaks are more stable there because they're supported and then you like slide in
Mm.
versus like when we've gone to the marina, the kayak is in the water and it can, tip. So I don't know. But I mean, I would just say that I would when we've gone before, we don't have swimming suits on. You just wear shorts and like a long sleeve and whatever. Like you're not really getting wet. But that is something that if somebody being in the water and holding that kayak would help you give the confidence and the support for you to be able to do that, then I would sacrifice myself, of course.
Aw,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Well, and I do feel, every day I kind of discover just incrementally even little improvements like, oh, I guess I can do that. I didn't think I did. So
yes.
maybe by the time we're ready to kayak, I'll be in a different headspace or different capability space.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe it won't be 26, maybe it'll be 27, but that's what long-term goals are all about, right?
Right,
You
right.
just build until you get there.
Right. There was an amputee. I did a support group yesterday, and he's been an amputee for a number of years, 20 something like that. But he showed a picture scuba diving. I was like, "Wait, are you scuba diving with a prosthetic?" And so he's got like a special water leg, and it allows him to. He was um, water skiing, scuba diving, surfing. I'm like, dude, I didn't even know that was all possible.
Yeah, again, just being able to see somebody that's farther down the road for you and the unlimited possibilities of what could be. What
Yeah,
a cool opportunity for you to get to see that.
yeah, yeah.
Because whether it's having a prosthetic leg or treating for an illness or a disease or something, like you're very much in the moment and dealing with what's immediately in front of you. But being able to look up a little bit and just see the possibilities down the line, like how encouraging and exciting, like to keep going and to find that inner fire to push through.
Yeah, right, to even be able to dream it, right?
Yeah.
To even allow yourself to like, "Oh, maybe."
Right. And I think there's a good lesson in this for everybody. So whether you have an injury or whether you've, lost a limb or like this is little stuff that like we can grab all those little baby goals and like keep working towards those things. And that's something we can all tuck in our pocket.
Yeah, and, it did make me realize too, that kind of, peer support, connecting with others, is so valuable, right? To know that you're not alone going through something. And it made me realize, I don't think in the Manitowoc community that there's any kind of limb loss or limb difference support
Mm.
community. And so, if anybody's watching and, thinks it's a good idea, I'd be happy to explore making something like that happen where, maybe it's once a month where we just have a Zoom or we get together physically or, and just share and support one another.
I love that. I love that idea. You could be the spearhead of the group, but like there's definitely I know individuals in this group that were born without limbs, and they obviously would struggle with some of the same things you've struggled with. And I think being able to have community in our community would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, I imagine like, the ADRC of the Lakeshore might be amenable to hosting or, sharing the message or something.
Right. That's cool. What a cool idea.
I did, one time we were down by the Inn on Maritime Bay. We were parking when the Japanese delegation was going to come. And there was a gentleman and he was fishing. And I looked and he had a prosthetic leg. And I was like, oh my gosh, because I haven't met anyone else in Manitowoc
Yes.
that's using a prosthetic. And I'm like, Jason, I need to get out of the car right now. I want to roll over there. But by the time like the wheelchair was out and I was out, the guy was long gone.
Oh
So,
no. You will, if it's meant to be, your paths will cross again.
yeah.
Tina, tell us about your holidays and your readiness for the holidays.
Well, I think I am ready. Um, Amber said, I love this. How empowering.
Oh, good morning, Amber.
I think I'm ready. So, because it almost doesn't feel like it's the holidays, though. That's the one thing. Even with all of the snow, yesterday, Jason and I were like, "Is it possible Christmas is only 8 days away?" So then I quickly turned some Christmas music on the radio to see if that would help. But on Christmas Eve, it's my grandma's 96th birthday, so everyone's going to come over to our house, and we're going to celebrate Christmas and her birthday.
Wow. On Christmas. So she's a Christmas Eve. Was she born on Christmas Eve? Seriously.
Yeah. So she
Wow.
jokes about, she was the Christmas present for her family.
What a special birth. I mean, that's like some kids would say that that's a crappy birthday from a gift standpoint and a celebration standpoint because it's all certainly all mashed together.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But what a special thing to have your birthday on Christmas Eve.
Right. Right. It certainly makes it easy to remember.
Yeah. Nora's, my little Nora, her birthday was last week. And I saw this shirt I think it popped up on Facebook, but I found it on Amazon. And it said, all the cool people are born in December. And it had Jesus like celebrating on the front of it. And she thought it was so hilarious. She wore it to school and her friends thought it was so funny. And, you just have to embrace the December, January birthdays.
Yeah, Jason's birthday is January 1st.
Is it?
So he's always, experienced that as well. Like, oh, Merry Christmas and Happy Birthday.
Yes.
So I always like carve out something, and I wrap it in happy birthday paper and I like make it sit under the tree until his birthday. And
So it still sits under the tree, even though it's a birthday gift.
kind of just to, make him aware, like we didn't forget, like we know this is its own celebration.
Yes. And I'm sure he appreciates that, the special attention to it, right?
I think so.
Oh, and
Cindy
Cindy's on
said,
this
I
morning.
made the cool people list.
She's a December birthday also. That's
Oh.
very true.
Happy birthday. Cindy, has your birthday happened? Or is it
Yes.
to come? Okay.
Nope. Already. Yeah. Or it's early December.
Happy birthday. Well, so we decided we are not doing 96 candles. Obviously, we'll just get a 9 and a 6 for like safety reasons.
I mean, it could be really cool. It also might start your house on fire.
Yeah. Well, the exciting thing this year is Teek, our son, has a girlfriend. So this is pretty exciting. And they've kind of gotten serious pretty quick. He spent Thanksgiving with her family and wants to spend Christmas Day with her family. So she's going to come and spend Christmas Eve with us.
That is awesome. How does it feel? Like this is kind of new territory for Teak. How does it feel to be the parents of somebody, let's say, dating seriously?
So far it makes me really happy because I see how happy he is. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like it fills his day in a different way. It almost gives him a different purpose, somebody to share with on his level. And
Yeah.
it's really sweet too to see the things that he feels are important to share with her. He's like, Mom, she's only been to Milwaukee twice in her life. So I really want to take her down and like show her Cops custard and take her to the safe house. And like, like he wants to share these experiences with her.
Yeah. That is so exciting. Do you think it's the one?
Oh, hard to say. I mean, how do you know, right? Like, I remember when I met Jason, I knew, like, I was like, oh, right, the way things were unfolding, it was just like, oh, this is it. Like, I'm all in.
Yes.
So, and I kind of feel like that's the way it's going for him, but who can say, right?
How long did it take for you to know that it was it?
Well, pretty much the night I met him.
So it
Yeah,
takes yours
but
a bit longer.
but like 2 weeks in, I was pretty sure too. And
Yeah.
then I think it was like 6 months in, he asked me if I'd marry him. I was like, oh, no, I want to say yes. I want to say yes. Trust me. Please ask me again. But I want to be together at least through a whole cycle of seasons. I want to make sure that the way I feel in spring is the same way I feel in like deepest winter, right? Like I want to just make sure it's not like seasonal.
Yes. I think that's great advice. And there's even just of like that initial person you met, how do they behave over the long
Yeah, right.
haul?
Yeah, how do they behave with you, but then how do they behave with the people that you love or just intermingling in the public or yeah, how do they
Right.
do
Well,
their
and I
job?
mean, your mom and dad are such a beautiful example of like marrying for life, right? For better or worse. And longevity, like finding their mate in their person. And you and Jason are very much like that also. So just what a beautiful example if he feels like he's found the right person.
Yeah, I
That,
know.
like what a gift that could be if that's what he feels like he's found.
I mean, that's what you hope for somebody, right? I wouldn't wanna put
Absolutely.
that pressure on them in any way, but
Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah, so stay tuned. So what
Well,
about, like, when you met Doug? When did you know?
well, Doug and I were definitely friends first and then kind of transitioned into dating. So I would say I felt like he was the one. I wasn't sure like at what point we were going to get engaged. We just knew that's what we wanted. We were on that path. But he bought my engagement ring after 6 months. So he didn't ask me until a little bit later, but like he knew.
And when you know, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
I mean, yeah, at some point, there's no guarantees. There's nothing watertight 100%, right? But you
Right.
have to make that commitment, right? When you
Right.
feel a certain way.
Yeah. So, well, that's fun because that just, these could be the core memories or be like, do you remember the first Christmas when, like it could be the beginning of that. Like that's
I
exciting
know.
for you guys.
I know. I'm hopeful, right? Like that would
Yeah,
be very exciting.
that's cool. Does your grandma have to travel to be here? Where does she live?
She lives in Michigan,
Okay.
so my parents will pick her up and bring her into
But
town.
not far. I mean,
No,
that's very local and
yeah.
oh, that's so cool.
It's funny. Her
96.
birthday is 96, right? And I just saw a post. So Dick Van Dyke turned 100, and there was a picture of a Lego box, and it said, from like 6 to 99. It's like, oh no, Dick Van Dyke is now too old to play with Legos.
Oh, that's great. That's so funny. What would your grandma say is her key to longevity?
Um, I think it's that she exercises daily. She eats pretty good food, right? Tries not to overeat. She is, I think, true to herself, right? And also pretty much a minimalist, like doesn't hang on to a lot of things, right? Doesn't have clutter in her life.
Nice. Great advice. Great advice from grandma. It's kind of impressive considering when she was born that she doesn't hang on to things because she was essentially born Great Depression, just after the
Exactly.
Great Depression, right? So I think 1926.
Yeah, 1929 she was born. Yeah.
Yes. So you think about, thank you for doing that math. Math is hard for somebody who does HR.
It's this early in the morning.
Yeah. But she's lived through wars. a lot of wars, actually.
She's lived through the indoor plumbing revolution, right? Like,
Right. But people of that era, because a lot of people grew up with very little or, you know, hard famine, not a lot, broke, and like all the things, they do tend to hold on to things, even things that can be reused and no longer serve them, but they hold on to them because of just the mentality of that generation. So, like, even kudos to her, because I feel like it takes an exceptional, like, it takes a lot of self-awareness to be able to, like, kind of overcome some of those things.
yeah, right. That's a really good point. That's an
That's
excellent
awesome.
point. Oh, I was going to comment something, and you know what? It has just
It's
escaped
gone.
my mind. It is gone. Oh, I
Aw.
know. So she has a cell phone, right? My aunt got her a cell phone so that, when she's out and about, like if she walks to church or something, just so she always has that method of communication. But it's an old style flip phone, right? So my aunt was like, you can send a text to grandma, like you can send her a picture or a message, but she won't text back because it's, push 2, 3 times to get the letter C or whatever. And then 2 weeks ago, I got a text message from my grandma. So she figured
What?
it out and she's like willing to, push all those buttons to send the message.
That's impressive, because, like, that takes fine dexterity. I can remember I had this old little Motorola phone. It was like 1.5 inches by like 4 inches. And yeah, you'd have to hit like 111, 66, 222 to get the letters.
Yeah, so you really have to like think ahead and you have to like calculate and
She is awesome.
yeah. And so I just love that. It was kind of like this beautiful end cap to thinking about this life, right? Where it's like pre-indoor plumbing to then all of a sudden like using a cell phone and sending a text message.
Yeah. And I mean, who knows? The limit is,
Yeah.
anything could happen.
So I think that's an important point of her longevity too, is that willingness to embrace new things, right? It
Right.
would be so easy to say like, nope, I'm never going to use a cell phone. I don't even want to know what texting is. Don't bother me with an emoji, right?
I want none of it. Do you think she'll ever get a smartphone?
um, I mean, who's to say? If you had asked me like a month ago, I'd have said nope. But
Like, if she's hitting the numbers and the letters to be able to text back, she could easily use a smartphone. Like, it'd be so much more intuitive for her.
right, and some of those apps would be really beneficial too,
Yes. Yeah. And even being able to like FaceTime with her.
right?
That'd be
Wow,
awesome.
that's next level. Okay, well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you guys. I hope you have an incredible holiday couple of weeks. You guys have a great holiday. Enjoy time off and family and friends and rest and treats.
Yeah, I hope it's a wonderful season for everybody, and we'll look forward to seeing you all next year.
2026.
Woohoo, let's go. All right, take good care, everyone. Bye,
Bye,
Kristin.
guys.